Hi grade 1. So today I'm going to teach you how to make your own clock so that for the next lesson you are able to use it and you can practice telling the time with your own clock. Okay? So for this activity you're going to need construction paper, or even if you don't have a construction paper you can use a blank paper. You're going to use your book. You're going to need to use your book to page 556, and you're going to need also an extra piece of paper, okay, and of course a pencil. And later on when you finish making your clock you can decorate it with colors if you like. Now, as you can tell that my clock looks like a flower, and I like to call this clock a flower clock. And the reason why I made a flower clock is so that we can understand that each petal is 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm not going to write here because this is Jeanette's clock and she's going to have to do it on her own. But see how on your book it says an hour has 60 minutes. So we're going to write 5, we're going to add by 5s until we reach all the way to 60. Okay? So again, each petal is going to be counting by 5s. So this is also a great practice for counting by 5. So the first petal is going to be 5, and then after 5, when you count by 5 is 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and I'm going to write here lightly the number 30. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Once it reaches 60, that means it's one whole hour. Okay? And here you're going to have the hour hand and the minute hand. The hour hand, as you notice, is short. The minute hand is longer. The hour hand points to the hour. The minute hand reaches the hour, the minute. Okay? So here, I want to say, so now I'm going to practice, right? I'm going to practice how to tell time by the hour and half an hour. So, first we're going to have to talk about the time by hour. Okay, when we say the time by hour, the hour needs to point at the number itself. And the minute, just give me a second here, always points at number 12. Okay? So how are we going to write this time? So when the minute is pointing at number 12, it says o'clock. What does it say? O'clock. The hour is pointing at number 2, so that's the hour, that's the time. So we're going to write 2 o'clock. And when we write the time in a piece of paper or with numbers, o'clock is OO. Okay, so you can o'clock. Okay, o'clock. Now I want to be able to tell the time by the half an hour. So the half an hour means that half of an hour went by. So if the clock goes around and around and around and around and around and reaches all the way to the top, that means a whole hour went by. So for half an hour, it means that it went by just half the time. So the minute has to look at number 6, whereas the hour has to be in between two numbers. Okay? So it's between 2 and 3. So we know that it's 2:30. And once it reaches, when you see the minute hand looking at number 6, that's 30 minutes, right? So that's why I have you writing here 30 minutes. So we can write it 2:30. Okay? So that's how we see it, 2:30 on the clock, and this is how we write it, 2:30. Okay?